Hello, hello, hello. Is it working? I think it's working. Hey, everyone. Happy weekend. Saturday evening over here on the West Coast in California, but wherever you are, whether watching live or after the fact, this is Norm here with a weekend live stream, a model kit building live stream. It's been a while. I think it's like 6 months or so since we did one of these. Of course, Adam's been doing his bi-weekly live streams, Q&As, and we had just had one this past week as well. But I had some model kits that I wanted to get built, and sometime this evening, the kids are asleep, so we're going to build some model kits. Before we get started, this is what we're building. This is a creature from the Black Lagoon model kit's a new one, actually. It's an interesting story. This one comes from Super 7. Super 7, they make a bunch of great collectibles, t-shirts. They have a store. They're based in San Francisco. They have a store in the Mission. If you ever visit San Francisco, amazing store on 16th Street, I believe. And they're at Comic Cons all over the place. San Diego Comic Con, New York Comic Con, and this was a New York Comic Con release. Not an exclusive. You can still buy it right now on the Super 7 website, but it's, I believe, their first model kit. Now, this form factor of model kit might look familiar because, well, it's an Atlantis model kit. It's an Aurora model kit, and they actually partnered with Aurora to use the original molds of that original creature from the Black Lagoon model to do their own spin on it, which is why I wanted to get it, because it's a translucent kit. It's a visible creature, much like the Visible Human series of model kits. So we're gonna put this together. It's 1/8 scale. Shouldn't take too long. I'm hoping maybe an hour or so, and we'll just hang out in the chat. We're doing members chat, so thank you, tested supporters and premium members, for making this channel possible, making our live streams possible. And we're in the chat. If you're in the chat, hello, and we'll feel free to ask questions, see what's going on in the world of tested for the past couple weeks and months. I'm going to switch over to an overhead cam here and break open the box here. Let's give you some picture in picture. Lee Studios has popped in the chat. Hey, Lee. What is the favorite model that I've built? That is a really good question. There's a lot of different answers to that. I'll get to that in just a second, but let's open this and take a look inside real quick. So we got, I think, 2 colors of translucent plastic. They're on sprues. This is not a snap fit kit, so we're going to use some CA glue, some kicker, and some snips. Those are all our tools required. Clear plastic here. This looks like translucent pink for his guts, and some instructions. Lee asks, what's the favorite model kit that I've built? There's certainly ones I found the most satisfying to put together, and I do even include like some Lego kits in that. The Lego ones, the big ships, the UCS ships, I would consider those model kits as well. But I think my favorite resin kit that I put together was one I did with Bill Duran. It was Paul Brodix, who was a Australian 3D modeler. He did this Eddie robot, and we did have a video on Tested, and Bill and I put together the kit. Has lights in his eyes, has this nice like retro look, like akin to maybe like Fallout, the aesthetic, and the paint finish that we put on it, I really, really adored, including the chip metal, all the weathering, and it just photographed so lovely. Actually, Paul put the 3D print files for that Eddie model kit up on his site that you can purchase, and I've purchased those as well, so I can print tiny versions. But that one might be the finished model that I was most pleased with. But it's different from like a kit that's fun to put together for the sake of putting it together. And in the past, there's an old Bandai. They had the license for Star Trek, and they had a few different Star Trek ships, small, I think like 1/500th scale, not 1/350th, but they had a Constitution class Enterprise refit, as well as the Enterprise E, the Sovereign class, and the refit model was one of my favorite models. It's super satisfying because they're lit up wonderfully, photographed great, and didn't even need any paint or finish. So those two I really love. maybe my favorite ones I've put together. Hello from Sydney. Ooh, Aussie Crypto. I was trying to look and figure out how to pronounce your name. Hi, Aussie Crypto from Sydney. And Ryan Peck. Good to see you, Ryan. Thanks for hanging out this Saturday evening. All right, we're going to go switch back to the overhead and not let this kit get away from us. We're going to break open the packaging, take a look at the pieces, and see what our order of operations should be. All right. So like I said, these do come from the original Aurora molds. I don't know if they cast, if these sprues are the same. I never built one of those old creatures, or if they re-sprued them up for this. I'm going to assume it's the same, including a nice base here. I'll put the base off to the side. This is definitely, oh, it's not too many pieces. And what is this? Some vines as well. I'm not going to paint this one up, but we'll consider some lighting in the future. All right, what's in this bag? Pop that open. Oh, it's going to be our gut. So I think probably we'll need to assemble his internal structure first, or he might get sandwiched. So I don't want to take everything off the sprues just yet. I just want to get everything out of the plastic. Hello, Caleb Evans. Thanks for joining this Saturday evening. Caleb asks, hi, Norm. I've been considering getting into clay modeling lately and watched a video last night with Will and Frank and I trying some clay modeling. Have I continued to do anything with clay? I still have monster clay. That's what we use and still highly recommended. It's not really a clay. I guess it's some type of clay-like polymer, but it reheats real well. And I've used it for a couple projects. Actually, I've used it to in some of my 6-scale stuff to add some additional sculpting underneath the clothing and to actually get some pieces fit together, marry some heads and ball joints that weren't meant to be married. I've used that, and so nothing. I'm still not comfortable enough putting the clay on the exterior, but as a way to pad out a figure is something I've done of late. Okay, let's continue opening these up. So these look like, I don't know what these are. Oh, these could be underneath the base. Let's see. Will San Diego says hi from Vancouver. That's very confusing, Will. Your name is Will San Diego, and you're saying hello from Vancouver. Is it because you're traveling to Vancouver, or are you based in Vancouver and just have an affinity for San Diego? Who knows? Okay, so what do we got? Ooh, that's nice. So I think these guts here must be newly modeled, a newly modeled piece. So you can see in the light, very shiny, translucent, definitely cleaner look of these than the shell figures. Oh, what just fell? I heard something sliding over my shoulder. Well, hopefully nothing fell. I don't see any pieces. I think these are just going to be sandwiched. So there's nothing here that indicates they're going to be connected to these other pieces. And these must be the creature's. I guess is the creature? Is he an invertebrate? Does he have a skeleton? He must. I think the way they're interpreting it is that he doesn't, and these are kind of what's underneath the skin, just muscle and a circulatory system of some kind. Okay, all right, so very simple there. I'm going to move the bases aside. Let's flip open the instruction manual. All right. And looks 3 steps, very simple. It says to install, okay, we'll start with the base just to see how the pieces glue together. Get out of the highlight there. And then step 2, assemble the entire creature. All right, okay. Well, and then, assemble the limbs first, place the organs and the arms before gluing, set aside to dry. We're not going to set aside to dry. We're going to kick that. And then, fins, and then place. Okay, should be very, very simple. Cal Braun asks, is it not enough parts to null? only I think in this instance would purely be for stretching of time and aesthetics, but let's do it. Why not? Let's get these pieces off the sprues. Oh no, they're so well organized. Like here are all the legs and the arms and the tail. And you have a mirrored piece here, essentially. Yeah, is it mirrored? No, it's a little bit different. Okay. Let's have an action pose. Here's the good stuff. That's his face right there. See that? Nice. Good amount of detail. Again, it's translucent, so no paint required. It's gonna make this super simple. But I will maybe, I don't know if a clear coat or something might help it, give it some gloss. Here the base has a lizard on it. That's his chest piece, and that's the back, his tail. And then, oh, okay, cool. He has, is this, what are these? That's more for his base. A skeleton hand also for the base. All right, so these are extra pieces for the base. Let's put the base together first. Let's do what they suggest and get a feel for how this whole thing comes together. One big kid, hello. Hello, everyone. We're going to pop off these pieces, see how well these snip off. Oh, yeah, good. Very soft, a little bit soft. So it's not going to snap. I think we've been spoiled by some of the Bandai kits of late and their injection molded prowess. But this is not bad. This is not snap fit. These are, again, based off the original Aurora kits. Those were not snap fit. Any cleanup necessary? It's a little bit of peeling there. Peel that off. That's fine. I have sanding sticks, but I don't think we'll need them. Let's do a little bit more cleanup here. It being clear also will make it forgiving. I'm not going to snip those off. And the base, there's a rock back and the rock front. Let's make sure we get those aligned. Oh, do they stack? What's the deal? And they're going to go on top of the rock base. So this is our rock base. And peel some of this off. Yeah, the cutting pad is, the cutting pad is small because it's a small working space. It's what I'm working with. We have a bigger working space. I've done some video shoots upstairs in my wife Danica's office, but she's out of town right now, and I did not want to clean her space or move things around without her permission. So we're stuck in the small office space. Aussie crypto. Okay, let's see. Yes, I would recommend big cutting mat. You can get some big, Alvin cutting mat, self-healing, like I don't know what the standard size is. It's at least 2 feet in like 18 by 24 maybe. And those are great. And let's see. Okay. Okay. Let's see. The rock back and the rock front. I guess it makes some type of, it's like a thin rock. Huh. Let's see. This looks like it fits right on the outside of here. All right, that fits there. And this is the inner rock, but it doesn't go this way. It's like they're both curved in the same direction. It's just a backing. Okay. So it's kind of just like that. Interesting. All right. We're going to put some glue on this to get them together. Yeah, just like that. It's like not really kind of a rock. It's like a cubby of some kind. All right, let's get some glue on here. using just some BSI, Bob Smith Industries CA glue, and BSI kicker, which highly recommended. So, of course, the kicker comes, and you've seen Adam use it in this little spray container. We like picking up these little droppers as well, so you can precision apply them. They don't get everywhere. Honestly, for this type of kit, I don't want to get it on the mat, is the thing. It's going to do a little bit around here. There we go. There we go. All right. You can't smell it. I can smell it, and it smells great. Yeah, the droppers, they're essential tools. They're so cheap. You should have, at least 6 of them. You can get them locally. Tap Plastics is where we get ours, and you can see. I don't know if you can see that hitting the light, but we're just going to hit literally a bead of it, and the capillary action will have it travel between the seams. It won't get everywhere, and now they are one. Super simple. All right, and then this plops right there. And there's a little bit of a key, so I will sand that down later. But I'm not going to glue that just yet, because opportunity for lighting, perhaps, maybe, to wire something through the base. Okay, so there's a lizard. Let's get our lizard out. Pop this lizard off. Yeah, old molds. Okay, let's see. How does this? Oh, it's so gross. 2 halves of a lizard. We'll sandwich them together. Okay, the lizard is going to sit, I think, right on top of the base there. Yes. All right. Okay, let's glue the lizard together. Right along its spine, and its face, and tail area. This is one of those models kits. We weren't at New York Comic Con this year, but following along all the releases from New York Comic Con, IO9 is a great roundup weekly of toys and collectibles. And whenever there's a convention around, they always cover the exclusives that are released. And when I saw this, I said, I must have it. I must have it. I love visible internal creatures. Jason Freeney style design. There's something inhibiting the marrying of these parts. And I think I got to snip off a little more of that. There it goes. A little bit of working time here at the CA. Nope, I see. I think it keys into there it goes. It keys into a little hole. Hold the lizard together. It's 2 halves and apply the kicker. The kicker evaporates very quickly, so I'm not worried about spilling. All right, there goes our lizard, and we're gonna see where he sits. He's gonna be somewhere on this rock. Yeah, okay, he's kind of just chilling out. You see right there? Clear lizard sitting on a rock. All right. I will not glue that because this little hole right here could be useful in the future for some type of lighting. But he will sit there for now. There are some other little greebly bits. What's this, a branch? There's a snake and a snake head. Why not? Let's be thorough. Let's be thorough. All right. And the branch just plops in right there. Okay, nice. And let's get the this little skeleton hand, a victim of the creature. And where does that go? Does it just sit anywhere? Yeah. All right. Oh, he's stepping on it. He steps on it. Okay. I see. All right. Right there. And the snake. This is all appetizer. It's all in anticipation. The snake head. That need to be two different parts. Yeah, I guess it was the original model where you'd be painting it. Yes. And also a tongue. Yes. Oh no, the tongue goes to the lizard, of course. Of course. Okay. Why not? Give it a little more. All right. Here we go. Let me know if this angle is working for you as well, because I can zoom in a little bit. But right now, you get the full view of the cutting mat. But I can also zoom in. All right, let's get the lizard tongue in here. All right. This is where I could use a third hand. Holding this in place. Gravity will help. Single drop. And there we go. Nice. Put the lizard back. Woo. Hey, little guy. Get on your rock. Get on your rock. Your weird shaped rock. And let's get the top of the snake head also on the snake. One big kid asked, are you going to use LEDs? That's the idea. I actually didn't even think about that until I started cutting into this. But yeah, why not? I don't think we'll do it tonight, but at some point I will add LEDs to this and light it. Make them glow from the inside. I mean, it could look cool. It might not. Right now, my answer to everything seems to be throw some LEDs inside of it or around it. But not always the case that it's going to make it better. Sometimes, lighting on the outside will do the work. Backlighting, all sorts of different ways. Okay, snake goes on the branch. Yeah, cool, makes sense. Let's see if I can wrap him around. Let's get the branch and let's see. How do we coil the snake in an interesting way? There it goes. Oh, no. Like so. It's not a lot of, there's no flex. Whoa, there goes the snake. Let's see. Okay, yeah, maybe like like that. Oh yeah, sitting between, yeah, okay. Sitting right like there. Right here like that. That's cool. We'll try that. I can move my light a little bit. Let's get it down. We'll do that. All right, let's glue the snake on. Just a little bit dab there. Speaking of creatures, I don't know if any of you have watched on Disney Plus, Werewolf by Night. That's the Marvel Studios special presentation. They're calling these like short films now. There's one with Guardians of the Galaxy coming out for the holidays, but Werewolf by Night, heavily inspired by the Universal Monsters series of movies, and Michael Giacchino's directorial debut. Really great. It has the Bloodstone. If you have read the Next Wave comics, Elsa Bloodstone, so very popular Marvel character. She's one of the leads in it, and the whole thing's in black and white. And a friend of Tested, um, Daryl Maloney, worked on it, did some work on it, did some prop work, design work. So very cool. Also on Disney Plus, just launched this past weekend, was they, I guess with every series, every Marvel series, they're doing a little documentary, like a 1 hour documentary short about the making of that series, and both the ones for She-Hulk and the one for Werewolf by Night were released this week. The one for Werewolf by Night is called Director by Night, because of course this is Michael Giacchino's, his side gig now, but it's about his origin story, and the behind the scenes documentary is incredible. It's the best one yet. It's was shot and directed by his brother Anthony Giacchino, and goes through his entire like childhood origin story, making films with his friends, Super 8 movies in high school, and has a lot of old family footage, tape recordings, yes, some stuff on set behind the scenes of the making of the film, but it's really a personal story, and a really great companion piece to, if you've seen Light and Magic, the first couple episodes, watching young Phil Tippett, young Dennis Mirren, has a lot of that vibe of the people who are extremely accomplished now in the world of filmmaking. In this case, in composing, I think Giacchino is one Tony away from an EGOT. This is about his passion for actually making films, not just music, making films as a director, and how he got this opportunity, and a lot of great stuff. I don't want to spoil it, but it has Super 8 vibes, which he did the music for. That was J.J. Abrams' Super 8. Okay, back to the model at hand. We have our base finished. Things are dried. We're going to go put this stuff back. And now we're going to move on to our creature. So I'm going to set the base off to the side. This creepy hand can stay here. And we're going to move on to the creature. So here are the instructions again. If you're just joining us, we are putting together the Visible Creature model kit. This is from Super 7, a toy collectible maker based out of San Francisco, and this was released for New York Comic Con, and it was done in partnership with the Aurora models, the old Aurora models, using those molds to do their version of the creature from the Black Lagoon, but doing it as a translucent, see-through, visible creature kit. So kind of a mashup with the original, those old school visible human model kits. So we just made the base, and now we're going to get to the creature itself. So I'm going to fold this over, put this right off there. Almost knock something off camera. Get some of these pieces on and start taking these pieces off with sprues. I don't think I'm going to go do some knolling. I'm actually going to let's piece this together as the instructions see fit. And they say to assemble the limbs first. So let's do the arms and the legs, and then put them together with the main body. Okay, so let's see. What am I going to need for the arms and legs? Hey, it's Max from Luna Replica. It's good to see you, Max. Thanks for joining for this Saturday evening live stream. I know it's been a while, right, Max? You were a regular when I was doing these back 6 months ago. In the before times, before the unfortunate collapse of the Hero Collector series, Eagle Moss, and the subscriptions that I was working on for the Enterprise D. Still no update on that. The company, last we heard, went into administration. So I still have those kits. It is an incomplete set to finish. All right, getting rid of this sprue. Hey, welcome new tested supporter, Kyberphonic. Nice, I like that name, Kyberphonic. Oh, I also have this. This is Wham Bam. So they're the makers of the flexible steel plates for resin 3D printing, and I guess also FDM printing as well. They also do flexible build platforms, but they do the magnetic steel plates that make it super easy to pop off your resin prints. They also have a really great silicone slap mat for all your resin cleanup, and this is a new little thing which I found really handy. Just a silicone pad that I can use to, put my glue on, put sticks on, and nothing sticks to the silicone. That's not silicone, so just having this off to the side, handy as well. Okay, let's get some of these limbs assembled. So we will do some organization and figure out what limb is what. Those must be arms, of course. These must be legs. A little bit of satisfying. The snaps are not as satisfying. It's not a snap fit kit. This is an old school snip and glue. And here's a fin that I will not cut off for now. Okay, so one arm, one leg. Let's see if these actually pair together, or if they're the other ones. Let's see what we got here. That looks like the bottom of an arm. Okay, so this is like this must be the left arm, and yet this must be the right arm. So they were not on the same sheet. Pop that off. Pop this off. Lee says, it would be cool to gore up the innards to make them more realistic. Yes. Yes, it would. I might have some paint I can throw. We'll see. I mean, the pink translucents are pretty good already. We'll see. We'll see how far we get and how long this takes. We're already 30 minutes in. All right. So this is going to go here. We're going to attach those together. Right? That's the left arm. And let's find the inside piece. So this is what they've molded as the inside of the creature. This pink blob of fleshiness. So I was thinking a circulatory system. Like, I guess it's like fish. What's it? There's no bone structure here, so it's just his soft organ parts. Yeah. Kyberphonic says he makes sound font package for custom sabers, and he knows that I and Adam already have a few of the sounds in stock. Oh, yes. We would love some more sound fonts. Sound fonts are amazing. We are relative lightsaber noobs, but the lightsaber community and the ability to create your own sound font packages, but basically everything from what the effects are, the lighting effects, the sound effects, what things react to, all the sensors that are inside modern lightsabers, and the ability to share those. That is a whole thing we have barely dipped our toes into, but that we are very, very impressed by. So that's awesome. Kyberphonic, and that makes it's a perfect name for what you do. So, okay, just gonna glue these together, right? Nothing special about it. Yep. Nope. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Let's do it. I'm not gonna glue the internal bit inside. I'm just gonna have it sandwiched between the two pieces, and we'll see how that works. Very fast and loose with the glue application because it's all translucent and nothing is really going to show or need to be sanded down. As long as there are little bits of registration here, as long as those are aligned, yeah, that's good. And then we're going to hit this with a little kicker. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. And we got one limb done. 1 out of 4. All right. Ian Fibig says, how long until there is a Robosen Gundam? That thing was so cool. It was. It is so cool. I actually have Adam's here. because my son, who turns 4 tomorrow, we're having a birthday party for him soon, and we're going to use it to make some 4-year-olds real happy. And so I thank Adam for letting me borrow that. But that's that robotic Optimus Prime, and I think they just announced like another version of it, like a smaller version, slightly smaller, but they have the trailer and this is the correct piece, right? Yeah, it's got to be the correct piece. And I had seen previously on Instagram and TikTok videos of it, but the reaction you saw in the video that we shot is genuine. We saved it for the video for Adam checking it out for the first time, and we had no idea that you could download all the user generated animations. That was the best part. People really pushing the limits of the balance and the fighting motions, because it comes with like a dozen different animations, and it is voice activated. I know people are like, why don't you test the voice activation? The voice activation actually gets disabled if you connect it to the app. So it's either or. You either have it be voice controlled or you have it controlled via the app over Bluetooth. And we wanted to use the app so we could download and show the custom animations. There it goes. Let's get a couple drips of the CA kicker here. They do have a Buzz Lightyear model, which we're hoping to be able to check out when that gets released. And Adam, being friends with Angus MacLean, the director of Lightyear, we want to see if we can get him back in the cave to check that out as well. And that one I think is just as big, equally as big. All right. 2 arms. Oh, okay, you can see some of that translucency. Love the surface texture of the creature, the scales here, the bumpiness kind of diffuses the internal structure in a really nice way. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. All right, let's get the legs out. I got 2 legs. Are these the right pairing of legs? They are. Huzzah. Great. Fantastic. All right, so let's see if this is the right. No, maybe the other one. This seems to be the right one. We'll do a test fit. Pink was absolutely the right color for the inside. Ooh, not bad, not bad. Okay, that works well. Smooth doesn't move a bit. Great. So I can just get held in place after these get sandwiched together. Oh. I don't know about you guys. I have so many model kits. Off camera, I have like just things I pick up on Gundam sites, Amazon, imported model kits, various complexities. Oh, shoot. Fell on my hands. Can't talk while gluing at the same time. That's all right. I'll hold this in a less delicate way. So over the coming weeks and months, I'll jump on maybe once a month on Saturday nights if you guys are around, and I'll put some model kits together. Maybe I'm not really set up for painting here, but I am looking to. I have an airbrush. I'm looking to get back into that. So maybe I put something together, prime it, and we'll do some painting. Or we'll do something simple, like just a snap fit kit that's already pre-tinted and pre-finished. There we go. Ooh, there it goes. Let these dry. Got no patience for drying. We'll force them to cure. There it goes. Ooh, I like the little pink nub sticking out right there. So fleshy. So fleshy. There's as a teaser, what model kits am I looking at right now? So can you see? Let's see what we can see. That right there. Right there. You can't see it. It's really tough to see. That is from a Harryhausen series that X Plus and Star Ace, their subsidiary, started releasing. So the stop motion animation creatures from the old Ray Harryhausen films, from the Cyclops to the Kraken to the skeletons, those are all being released as both finished. I think are they vinyl? They may be vinyl. I'm not sure the exact material. Finished collectibles as well as model kits. So I have a few. I actually have, yeah, they're soft vinyl. I have the Cyclops and I have Ymir, and they're beautiful. They're incredible model kits, really large, about 12 inches. They're about like $100 each, and I will be putting those together in the future and attempting to paint them. I think a few dry brush passes. If you look on Big Bad Toy Store and search Harryhausen kit, I think Sideshow has them as well. They are gorgeous, gorgeous kits with even like movable eyeballs. The castings are fantastic. They already come tinted in the base colors, so really like a couple passes, like a wash and two top dry brush coats, I think would do it, and really affordable at like $85 to $100 each. So those are kits I'm gonna put together for sure. But let's get back to the creature. Let's get back to the creature. Evan Cops, good night. Thanks for stopping by. I know it's late wherever you are. Got to get back to work. Ooh, that's Sunday hours. But thanks for hanging out. Thanks for stopping by. Ryan, it's East Coast, I guess. Oh yeah, it's 12:40 where you are, Ryan Peck. Whoa. All right. Pick that up real quick. And get this leg assembled. Yeah, we should be able to finish this in the next 20 minutes. No problem. No problem. Here's the base. Here's the leg. Get this fleshy bit inside. That looks good. Can press fit a little bit of him. Yep. Let me hold it right there and get some glue on him. Also wanted to thank everyone. There's so many of you who reached out after we recorded our last podcast, our final podcast of This Is Only a Test. A bunch of you reached out on Twitter, Instagram, Discord, and of course the YouTube comments, and everyone had such nice things to say. So we really appreciate that. Kishore, Jeremy, and I were just talking about that earlier today. I saw Jeremy. He was at an event. We saw each other in person. He was at Day of the Devs, which is an event in San Francisco run by I Am 8-Bit, I believe. And nothing made me feel older than taking a 4-year-old to Day of the Devs and trying to get him a balloon and not being able to play any of the games. But I was there to support Jeremy. His game, Vector Sector, is launching next week as a part of the Atari 50th Anniversary Collection that he's been working on over at Other Ocean, Digital Eclipse. So I know there's that team there. And so I got to say hi and check out the station they had demoing the game. A little bit of glue on my fingers. It's bound to happen. Boop, 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 boop. All right. And the other side as well. Nice. All right. Will do, Max. I will give Kishore your best. Yeah, I think we're supposed to see them soon. They're coming for the birthday party. Oh no, seam. There it goes. Look at these. Make sure these are properly sandwiched together. A little bit of registration there. The tiniest nub right there, you can see. All right, got my limbs. Are there hands and legs? Yeah, of course there are hands and feet. All right, let's get the hands and feet installed. What was the name of the last episode? Max, you get one guess. Fellow 90s era Star Trek fan. You got it. You got it. All good things. All right. Last foot. Snip that. That's a foot, right? Yeah. Okay. 2 feet, 2 hands, and then we'll get the main torso attached. It is the best finale of any series ever. All good things. Okay, here go the hands, and these just plug in. They do. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll save the limbs. My fear is that, yeah, for posability purposes. Now, what have they done with the keying here? Keying is not super great. It's going to need a little bit of massaging to get these in. All right, so I'm not going to do the hands just yet. Should I do the feet? I'm worried that I'll have to get the left and right feet incorrect. No. Look at the toes. It's got to be this. Yeah. Ooh. Let's do the limbs. Let's do the hands and feet last. That's going to be my pro tip. I have not caught up on Lower Decks. Not caught up, unfortunately. Oh, and surprising, Quantum Leap has been great so far. That's another show. They haven't done a great job promoting it. I'll be honest, but maybe it's because we don't watch a lot of network television. But I'm glad to hear it's good. I think that showed an uphill battle to start. And I'm still sad about Westworld being canceled by HBO. Sigh, heavy sigh. We need to know how that story was going to end. But very excited that the creators of Westworld have been, I guess, they're producers on the Fallout show as well. So that's been in production, and that's another one I'll be very excited for. All right, 2 fins. Let's get the fin pieces out. There it goes. So I can toss these sprue pieces. All right. Now let's do the body. The fins are last. So the main torso. Here we go. That's the back. Here are his guts. Well, let's take a look at these guts. Yeah, it's actually really nicely detailed. You can see that. Got some intestines, lungs, heart right there. No, maybe? Yeah, that's really nice. All right, we'll put this in here. Oh, is that his front? It is front. That's not a tail. This is front. It looks like a tail. Doesn't it look like a tail? But it's not. It's his abdomen. So I guess it goes like this. We will sandwich like so. We do a test fit just to be sure. Right, these key in a couple places. If that's there, then this would fit here. Oh, it's a little bit of extraneous seam gaps. I'm gonna make sure I don't have the guts in a flip 180. Let's see how it's any better. Yes, so Max, you weren't here at the beginning. This is the old creature from the Black Lagoon, and it's actually, so this is a new kit released by Super 7, but using the molds of the original Aurora kit that they partnered with Atlantis to get. But their take is they then made it translucent in their casting, and also added the interior, so it's a visible creature. Is that better? Kind of better? Yeah. All right, I'm gonna let you guys vote. Which side? It's like it'll look exactly the same to you. Which side is the top? Which side is his front? It's the side with this. Yeah, it's gotta be right. It's the cavity here makes it the front because that's his heart. All right, I'm just gonna decide. That's his front right there. That's the front. Which means I'm gonna glue the body pieces together. So down the seam on the sides here. You know what? I'm gonna put the glue on before I put the body pieces on. Don't block the camera. Someone was asking, have I recovered from my travels? Oh boy, just barely. This was, I think, my first weekend of recovery from travels. Who was they asked? But yeah, I was over with Joey and Adam in the UK for a couple days, where we spent a couple days with Prop Store, covering the props that they have in their big live auction. And of course, I glued my finger a little bit. And that's going on right now, I think through the weekend, through the 6th, which is tomorrow. And so we shot like 15 videos in 2 days with them. Yes. I'm I'm remembering now. We shot 15 videos that are already on the site, so we posted them ahead of the auction. It was so cool. I mean, Star Trek fans, the quote unquote Enterprise C, right? So you may know what we're talking about if you watch Next Generation. The episode Yesterday's Enterprise was the first appearance of the Enterprise C in the series. Although if you look on the wall, the relief sculptures that are in Picard's ready room, or actually in the conference room, you see like the gold version of Enterprise C. That's a completely different model that was sculpted earlier. They needed different models. They designed the Ambassador class ship for Yesterday's Enterprise, one of the best. It's time travel episode, Next Generation. Love that episode. It has Kelsey Grammer in it, and it's a time loop. No. I'm thinking cause and effect. Sorry, I'm thinking the Bozeman, the cause and effect. Yesterday's Enterprise is the one with Tasha Yar, and so it has Scooter McGavin, right? But anyway, Ambassador class ship, and that model, which is a massive, like I think it's like 5 foot long, maybe 6 feet long model, was then reused, or that, and the thinking was that that model was reused in future episodes of Next Generation as well as in Deep Space Nine. And so the model was there, had like different serial numbers into different sections. But the Star Trek fans have figured out that actually there were two models that were made, that Greg Jean had made, one for Yesterday's Enterprise, and made another one and salvaged or kept the battle damaged one somewhere, and that has appeared in a collection. So there's a photo floating around the internet which shows both of the Ambassador class ships, the models that were made together, which is proof that they made two. And the one that went up for auction was not the Enterprise C one, but was the one that ended up being the Yamaguchi, as well as I forget the designations of the other ships. But a beautiful model, and I love the Ambassador class design. It's a heavy cruiser design. It bridges, I think, the aesthetics of like the original series film stuff with the refit and the Excelsior. So it has a circular deflector dish. But the nacelles are like this. The struts are not like curved like they are with with Enterprise D, but it has the same style of warp engines as Enterprise D. It's a beautiful, beautiful ship, and that was, I think, the highlight of my trip there was seeing that model. Yes, Shun McGavin. That's right. That's right. That's right. All right. So yeah, so we're there. We shot all those videos in like a day, maybe a day and a half. They're all on the site now, and then we actually have more from the prop store trip coming up and those will roll out maybe in a month or so, because Stephen Lane, the CEO and founder of Prop Store, has one of the most impressive original spacesuit collections, film spacesuit collections, and so we actually shot another like 9 videos about his collection that will roll out over the coming weeks and months. And we actually, I didn't even know the last time before this trip, the last time that Adam and I were in the UK, we saw the Into the Unknown exhibit at the Barbican. The Barbican, I don't know the best way to pronounce it, which is this theater and art center in London. And it was an incredible exhibit. I took a ton of photos, and on display were spacesuits from Stephen Lane's collection that I didn't even know were part of that collection. So we're talking about like the giant spacesuit from Sunshine, Danny Boyle's Sunshine, talking about Spock's spacesuit from the motion picture that was on display there, and we got to see that up close in person, as well as suits from Event Horizon, Armageddon. He has the original Kane suit from Alien. So yeah, we had a lot of great content from that trip, and that was in addition to visiting FBFX, the makers of some of those very spacesuits, and we had visited them back in 2017 to cover the work they had done for Alien Covenant and The Martian, and they've been working on a bunch of projects, some of which you 100% have seen already on streaming TV, and we got to see some of those costumes and shoot some videos. So those are being edited right now, also to be released in the coming weeks and months. Oh, this is not fitting really well. I am a little bit concerned. I may have rushed this part of it. What is not fitting here before the glue cures? Okay, so I definitely need to snip off this piece, and now I got glue on my nippers and I don't like that, so I'll have to go clean that later. I might just need to brute force this. Where is the original costume for the creature from the Black Lagoon? I have no idea. It must. I've never seen it in any touring exhibit. Maybe it's disintegrated because it would have been some type of, latex. I don't know. I'm not that big of a creature, a horror creature fanatic. I really love the creature design. Oh, this is not good. All right, I may have rushed something. See, that's supposed to tuck in here. Let me see that. This might be the best way. I'm just gonna have to press this in. Oh, come on. This is what happens with these model kits, right? These are old Aurora ones. You always get to a point where some seam does not perfectly align. And most of the time, it's user error. I'm not going to apply glue again until I figure this out. The other leg fits so well. Seamless. Come on. I feel like I might need to split this leg in half to get this to work. Some kind of awesome asks, how's the kit quality? He has some vintage Aurora reissues and the quality is garbage. Well, I can tell you right now, everything was great so far until the leg of this. And I think, like I said earlier, we've been spoiled a little bit by the quality of injection molded Bandai kits. And this one leaves a little bit to be desired, at least this piece right here. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get this piece in. I actually might need to split this apart and get the legs in separately. Oh boy. All right. I'm going to, snapping. I'm not above just trimming something, trimming a piece to get it to fit. But what is it? What is not fitting here? Let's see. Okay. Let's think about this. There's a lip here. So the lip's going to go underneath on the back. And it's just not pushing. It's not getting. And that's a lip right there. So it needs to fit like so. What I really care about is how it looks in the front. And making sure there's no seam in the front. Worst case, I will trim off one of these lips. And it seems like that's an issue right there. Yeah. Okay, let me take a look right here. So that's a lip. That's flat. Is it that this like fleshy piece is getting in the way? Could be. Let's try one more time. Oh, it really doesn't want to marry right there. Whoa. If I hold it together like that, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like applying glue on the outside. But we're going to do it. It's terrible. It's quite a little bit of pressure. Yeah, I think the legs are supposed to maybe go together and get sandwiched by the body all at the same time. But I did the body first. I think that was the issue. It's clear. It's very forgiving. There it goes. All right. All right. Look. Good enough. Good enough. Yeah. Okay. So let's get the arms in. And oh no, let's hopefully these arms will also fit. Let's see. Okay, so there's vertical keying here. Let's see. What is this pose? Oh, it's an attack pose. That's cute. So he's like, rah, the classic. All right, that's nice. I'm glad I did not. Oh, there it goes. Simple. Great. Yes. Thank you, Nicole. 10 points. I will take those 10 points. Boom and boom. Get that in there. Hit it with a little bit of kicker. Capillary action at work. Same on this side. Oh, see-through Klingon would be amazing. Or Vulcan. I would love, oh my gosh, a see-through Vulcan in the scale of one of those large, like 18-inch visible humans, but a visible Vulcan. That would be a cool kit. I actually have one of those Visible Man, Invisible Woman kits. They are, oh, what would Adam say? They're crunchy. They are very crunchy. In the same way that this is kind of crunchy. But yes, green veins. Yeah, maybe a mod. Yeah, there you go. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna break it. There literally is in a closet stored in the next room. I've had that kit for years. The Visible Man, Invisible Woman. But yeah, maybe I'll break those out as well. So there you go. Okay, and I dread now that I'm getting to his head, and I fear that I'm going to run into the same issue where the head was not supposed to be installed, or the bodies were not supposed to be sandwiched together until after the head. But we'll see. We'll see. All right. How does the head work? So you got a front part. Little fishman face here. There's this intermediate part, inner gill section. Okay. And mouth. Oh, it's like his tongue. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I guess in the original model kit, if you wanted to paint him, you'd paint his, his tongue, his inside of his mouth, and then that actually is visible. And you sandwich him with his 2 gill layers right there. All right. And then the back is like so, and it just sandwiches together, right? Yeah, okay. So very simple. 3 layers of gills on each side. 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to glue these together on the off chance that they're not going to fit well. But, oh, okay, it just sits on top. So very simple. All right, so I can glue those together. Yeah, no meat in the head. No meat in the head. Yeah. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to glue the head pieces together, but maybe I don't glue him actually, because he can. There's a triangle here where he could kind of just rest here, and maybe I just pin him in place. That way, again, in the future, could remove this and put some type of skull material or shove some type of some fleshy bit in there. Yeah, little things here and there. Room for improvement, we'll call it. Okay, so let's apply some glue. It's the lightest dabs, just to hold in place. But not feel like it has to be in place. There it goes. All right. Put the head together. Oh, this is curing really fast. Oh, something's not perfectly aligned. There it goes. Nope, no seams, no seams. Oh, come on. What I don't want is for his head to stick out, the back to stick out a little bit. All right, well, that's in place already. There it goes. Yeah, this is also kind of crunchy. Yeah, I care more about that top seam than I do about the bottom one. It's a little bit crunchy. Boom, boom. Ooh, good idea. Some kind of awesome. I should paint the creature, mask him, and paint him bilaterally. So really get this the half cross section look. That'd be cool. Oh, ugh. Some kind of ugly seam on the top of his head. All right, let's plug him in place. Yeah, I want this to snap in. It's not going to snap in. Ah, what do you think? Should I glue his head in place? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. If I really wanted to pop him off in the future, it's not out of the question. Yeah. I'm just gonna put a couple dabs of glue. I want to see him posed up. Get those limbs on him. Get the hands and feet. There it goes. Oh, right there. Yeah, small dabs. Translucent, super forgiving. There it goes. All right, we are so close. 6 more pieces, and we'll be done. Okay, hands, super simple. Does he have a thumb? Kind of. Like the fin should be on the outside, so I guess that would be the thumb on the inside. Yeah, let's try that. Go. Use gravity, hold him in place. 1 drop of sea. Oh no! Spoke too soon. Here it goes. Not super flush, but flush enough. Same with this. Oh, this is the one where the casting does not perfectly align. Oh, okay. Well, no. Well, yeah. Okay. Sure. That was some kind of a little bit of a pop. There it goes. All right. I will hold them together. And hit that with a little bit of the kicker. A couple drops there. Press fit, hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can also use your breath. The carbon dioxide in your breath also acts as a kicker. So many a time I'm like, I don't have the extra hands to squeeze in. All right, there it goes. Nice. Look at that. He's in a classic monster pose. Let's get the feet on. All right. Yeah, big toes on the inside. There it goes. Big toes on the inside. Let's do a test fit to make sure. Perfecto. Get some glue on it. When did the original kit first come out? Beats me. Any guesses? Someone Google this quickly and give us the answer in the chat. The 60s. The movie was 54. Oh, see, this is where the silicone pad is coming in handy. Very pleased. 2 drops there. All right. Look at that. Yeah. Looking good. Moment of truth. Does the creature stand on its own without the base? He does. Look at that. So base is optional. That's our creature. Oh, the fins. Yes, I forgot. Dorsal fins. Let's see. Where do these go? There's a left and a right one. Oh, wow. Down this channel, really? Okay. Yeah, he has his channels, this long channel down the back on the left and right. Get the glue back out again. And we got fins. Cool. A little bit of extra silhouette here. Let's generously apply thin coating. There it goes. All right, let's get him in place. We get both of these because they need to share the center channel. All right. Google says the 60s. I'm sure, I mean, they've reissued those so many times. I'm sure if you really wanted one of the original ones, you could find them on eBay. Or Cult TV Man is where a lot of great model kits are sold online. Pegasus Hobbies, also recommended place. All right, there goes the 2 fins. Nice. I like it. Look at that. It's a cool texture right there. Really nice silhouette. Like, obviously, there's a lot of relief work here. That was the original intention was for it to be painted like the color of the actual creature in the suit, but it works to the benefit of the translucent casting. And it has a little bit of a haze to it, like the pebbling here on the thighs and the arms of that, like the texture actually diffuses in a nice way. It's less apparent here on that abdomen section. It stands up on its own. Let's get the base out. And he does key into the base. And it says the creature right there. I don't think I'll be displaying this with the base. The base really is extraneous. Anytime I can get away with a model standing on its own without a base, I'm all for that. All right. Oh, he's lunging. Okay, definitely a lunging perspective. I don't have the angle. And here goes the rock with the lizard. And here's the hand he steps on. All right, it goes right there. Maybe he won't step on the hand. Maybe. No, let's have him key into the base. There it goes. Key into the base. The hand just kind of floats around. There you go. Let me tilt this so you can see from this view. Or you know what? I'm going to change angles and get him up here. But here is the creature from the Black Lagoon, along with his base and rock and lizard, which I haven't glued together just yet, but a 1/8 scale model from Super 7, who makes this. I love Super 7 stuff. Their t-shirts specifically are amazing. They have some great Godzilla t-shirts, and happy Godzilla Day for those of you who celebrated 2 days ago, I believe. They announced a new Toho Godzilla film. Very exciting. And Universal Monster is one of the best creature designs of all time. The creature from the Black Lagoon in a translucent, visible monster model kit form. from Super 7. You can find a link to where you can pick up this model kit in the description below, or go to super7.com. Well, like I said, we're doing more model kits, more live streams on weekends, weekend hangouts for members. It's been great seeing all the members jump in. Night Clerk, hello. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. We're doing more Q&As, and I have some cool ideas. I have a massive photo backlog of photos taken at Tested over the past 12 years. I think like 100,000 photos, and we might use some of the live streams to go through some of those photos for some show and tell in the future. But until then, enjoy the creature. Thanks for watching, and have a good weekend. I'll see you next time.